So the media has been criticized a lot for their coverage of Donald Trump. So on Morning Joe, a bunch of members of the media discussed this issue.
I'm sure there are a lot of people out there that are angry, saying, oh, you're giving Trump all of this legitimacy. Now, we're just reporting on the realities, and we found that when we report on the realities and the facts, it pisses a lot of people off.
But the idea that Donald Trump supporters are going to go and be like, oh, well, they got 3 Pinocchios for that statement. I guess I'm not going to be for him. I mean, it's from a different planet.
Yeah.
And that's what's hard. We are doing, people say, do your job. We are doing our job.
Everybody thinks, Gene, that there is a magic question to ask that will make Donald Trump collapse on a witness stand, just like Perry Mason saying, I'm lying about everything. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm so sorry.
It's not there.
No, like him.
The fact is that people are angry that other people aren't reacting the way they would like them to react to what is being published every day, every hour of every day.
So that last quote there is my favorite. They completely missed what the actual problem was. So that last quote there was, to what is being published every day, every hour of every day. He answered the problem in that answer. That's the problem. Every hour of every day, you're talking about Donald Trump. That's the problem. It's not that you're pointing out his faults or what have you. Obviously, Donald Trump has said enough shit to lose him voters. The problem is your coverage of Donald Trump is way more in the face of people than the coverage of any other candidate. And other candidates are not getting their name out there, not getting their policies out there, their ideas out there, because Donald Trump is taking up the airwaves. And this isn't just me thinking, this isn't just me assuming this. There is facts to this. So this is an article from Katrina Vanden Heuvel. She's from The Nation, but this article was in the Washington Post. On the 3 major network evening newscasts, media analyst Andrew Tyndall found that Trump's campaign was the second most heavily covered story of 2015, trailing only the weather. For the year, Trump received 327 minutes of evening network news coverage. That's more than twice as much as former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton at 121 minutes, Senator Ted Cruz at 21 minutes, and Sanders 20 minutes combined. CBS President and Chief Executive Les Moonves bluntly acknowledged the motives behind the media's election coverage. It may not be good for America, but it's damn good for CBS, he said of Trump's rise, adding, the money's rolling in, and this is fun. The money's rolling in, and this is fun. They know exactly what they're doing. They're putting Trump out there because it gets them the eyeballs. Trump is a reality star. And people like entertainment. So when they hear about Trump, they want to tune in and watch. But the problem is you can't cover somebody that much to the point where the only thing that's covered more than him is the weather. And every other candidate combined doesn't equal the amount of coverage that Donald Trump gets. So that is the problem. People aren't aware as much of people like even Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders or Ted Cruz and what their positions are. That's the problem. And the funny part about that Morning Joe clip, it was 8.5 minutes long. 8.5 minutes of talking about Donald Trump that could have been talked about somebody else. And that's if you go to any of these news shows, turn on CNN. Donald Trump is mentioned constantly, all the time. He's mentioned before every commercial break, between every commercial break, there's a Donald Trump reference. There has to be, because they want those eyeballs watching their television show. So it's news. If you haven't noticed by now, cable news is entertainment. It's not news. It's there to get ratings. It's there to get advertising revenue. It's not there to inform you. If you want information, you go online.